What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful combat sports fans? Today we're going to be breaking down the top 5 best strikers in the UFC. Let's get straight into it. Let's not waste any time. First of all, we got the honorable mentions. First, we got Ilya the Matador Topuria, Islam Makhachev, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, and Michael Venom Page. The reason I put Wonderboy and Michael Venom Page here is because low-key, they're the same dude. The welterweights, nobody can stand with them. Everybody gotta submit these brothers. You gotta submit these brothers, these karate brothers. That's the only way. You gotta submit them, brother. Islam and Ilya. Islam, he went out there and he outboxed Dustin Poirier in their last fight. And he knocked out Alexander Volkanovski in their rematch, which was insanity. So you gotta give his respect. He'd not cracked the top 5 yet, but he's still an honorable mention, because any of these people could be number 6 on my list. And also Ilya Topuria, this guy's nasty. His combos to the body, to the head, against the cage are some of the nastiest boxing combos I've ever seen in my life. So that's why Ilya has to be here. And so we don't forget, he did just knock out Alexander Volkanovski, which literally broke my heart, but whatever. Let's get into the actual top 5. First off, we got Raul Rosas Jr. Chihuihuas! Nah, I'm just playing. We're gonna get into the real top 5 now, not Raul Rosas. Chihuihuas! Alright, let's go to number 5. Number 5, we got Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya. 2-time middleweight champ, was an active middleweight champ for over 3 years. This guy was just doing everybody dirty. On his come up, the Kevin Gastelum fight, god damn, the Derek Brunson fight, god damn, this guy was demolishing everybody. His best wins, Anderson Silva. Even though I was watched Anderson Silva, still, bruh, Anderson Silva is probably the greatest striker the UFC's ever seen. And Israel went out there and beat him. Alex Pereira. Who in the UFC can say that they knocked out Alex Pereira? Nobody but Israel Adesanya. Robert Whittaker knocked him out. Paulo Costa knocked him out. Everybody wants to talk about how Izzy just lost to Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland just had one of the most boring fights I've ever seen in my life to Paulo Costa. What the hell did Israel Adesanya do to Paulo Costa? He knocked him out in the second round. Made it look easy. And he knocked out Robert Whittaker in the second round too, which is insane. His downfalls, though, his loss to Jan Blachowicz when he tried to move up, his loss to Alex Pereira before he knocked them out, and his losses before that in kickboxing, which kind of you have to count because their matches in MMA were basically kickboxing, except for when Izzy tried to wrestle in their first UFC match. And his loss to Sean Strickland, that's really the one that stings him the most, and which pushed him to 5, because he would probably be 4, but I think you guys know who's above him, which is really crazy. Alex Poatan Pereira. We got the 2-division champion, dethroned Adesanya from being champion 3 years. Insane. He unified the light heavyweight belt. That belt has been cursed ever since John Jones left it alone. The only man who can really say he defended it is Alex Pereira, the left hook of death. If that left hook hits you, you're gone. You're out. You're KO'd. This guy, and he's above Izzy because he got Izzy in their first fight, and twice before that in kickboxing. He just knocked out Jamal Hill. He knocked out Yuri Prochazka. He knocked out Sean Strickland. Oh my god, this guy is on a different level. This guy is, I always say, the Thanos of the UFC. Nobody's beating this guy. His only downfall right now is his loss to Adesanya. He did get knocked out bad, but I think that's because he went down to middleweight. And that weight cut, man, it's not a joke. The weight cuts are not a joke. Especially Alex Pereira. He's a huge dude, so he probably lost so much brain juice from that weight cut. So he got knocked out a little clean, because Yuri hit him with some big shots too. Which, like, he ate those though. He ate those ones. But next on the list, we got Alexander the Great Volkanovski, the featherweight GOAT. Get Jose Aldo the hell out of here. Schooled Max Holloway in their last fight for 5 rounds. Insane. Best pressure and volume striker when He was in his prime, which is, I don't even want to talk about this dude. Every time I see this guy's face, I get depressed. But I don't want to talk about it. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. Come on, Volk. You got to stand up for yourself. You got to come back and get that get back, man. I'm dead ass about to cry right now. Best wins, Max Holloway 3 times. Even though the second time, I thought Max Holloway won. But two wins over Max Holloway, still impressive. Jose Aldo, Yair Rodriguez, and this guy beat Islam in their first fight. He beat him. I don't care what anybody says. He beat Islam in their first fight. His downfalls, oh my God. His last 2 fights, short notice, wants to go out there and get knocked out. He likes to get knocked out in front of us, bro. Gets knocked down in front of Ilya, gets knocked out by Ilya Topuria and Islam Makhachev. Oh my God, bro. I've never seen a bigger downfall in my life. His downfall, I want to stay active. Give me the fights, Dana. Shut up. Shut up. You were the pound for pound number 1. You could have been one of the GOATs of the UFC. You could have been top 5. Bro ruined his whole career over, oh my God, Charles the Bronx. Why, bruh? I don't even want to talk about Alexander Volkanovski no more because it just makes me sad. It just makes me really sad. So I don't want to talk about it. We're going to go to number 2 on the list. We got Sugar Sean O'Malley, cleanest striker to watch in the UFC. Current bantamweight champion. He KO'd the greatest bantamweight champion. Aljamain Sterling, say what you want about him, but he's the bantamweight champ. This guy's best wins are against Petr Yan, Aljamain Sterling, Chito Vera. For 25 minutes, he did not stop his relentless pursuit, just hitting Chito Vera, damaging him any way he could with the striking. It didn't slow down over 25 minutes, which is insane. No other striker is like that, except for our number 1, we could say. But Petr Yan, he turned Petr Yan into a wrestler. Petr Yan did not want to stand with Sean O'Malley. He hurt Sean O'Malley, I think it was in the 2nd round. But Sean O'Malley opened him up with the knee in the 3rd round. If that fight went 5 rounds, I think Sean O'Malley would have took it because he had Petr Yan hurt. He had him bleeding. So, I don't know. We can't say nothing about that. But Sean O'Malley, cleanest striking to watch. He can strike from both stances. He can KO you with both hands. He throws the craziest kicks, craziest knees. This guy is just... I just love watching him strike. He's one of the best fighters to watch in the UFC. He's definitely one of my favorite fighters in the UFC to watch. And I really enjoy Sugar Sean O'Malley. His only downfall, which we're going to see what happens, is a smudge grappler like Marat. Because we saw Petr Yan threw him around a little bit in that fight that they had in Abu Dhabi. He was kind of ragdolling him at times. But if Marat goes out there and just Marats him for 25 minutes, that's the only thing I can see beating Sugar. Nobody else is beating Sugar Sean O'Malley. That's it, bruh. Only the boring Marab style. Oh, I'm gonna grab you by the cage. I'm gonna knee you in the thigh. Oh, bro. Worst, most boring bantamweight fighter on the roster. Gotta be, bruh. Marab sucks. The Petr Yan fight. Oh my God. The Henry Cejudo fight was only funny when he picked up Henry Cejudo, made him look like a little baby. That's the only time that fight was entertaining, bruh. My God, Marab is so trash, and everybody loves him now because of his little skits. Screw his skits. He sucks in the cage. I like seeing fighters that are good in the cage, which is Sugar Sean O'Malley. And he's going to go out there and KO Marat. Even though that's the downfall I put there, he's going to go out there and KO him. I'm calling it. But we're going to go to the number 1 best striker in the UFC, which is Max Bless Holloway. He arguably beat Volk in the 2nd fight. Featherweight champion, volume striker just like Volk. Even though Volk got him in the 3rd fight, come on, man. Look at Volk. Look at his career now. If Max Holloway and Volk fought right now, who are you picking in that fight? We all know you're picking Max Bless Holloway. This list is kind of going off their most recent fight, even though the Adesanya one doesn't count because he got whooped by Sean Strickland. But it's kind of recency bias for these ones. But come on, man, who is beating Max Holloway right now? If he goes out there and KOs Ilya Topuria, or just Max Holloway's him for 5 rounds, come on, he's the best striker in the UFC. No doubt, no debate. That's it. BMF champ, greatest KO in UFC history. He KO'd Justin Gaethje in the last second of their fight, pointed to the ground. He said, let's go, and he knocked him out. Oh my God. Best wins, Justin Gaethje, Jose Aldo, Yair Rodriguez, Anthony Pettis, Arnold Allen, cough. He beat Volk in the second fight, and if Volk went up and fought Justin Gaethje right now, what the hell would happen? He would get knocked out by Justin Gaethje. Come on. I love Volk. I'm one of Volk's biggest fans. But he would get knocked out by Justin Gaethje. He's not going out there and KOing Justin Gaethje like Max Holloway did, man. He's built different. This guy's only downfall are those Volk losses. Even though he didn't lose in the second fight, that's the only bad thing you can say about Max Holloway. Oh, he's not the greatest striker in the UFC because you lost to Volk 3 times. Bruh. Right now, if Volk and Max fought, who are you picking? I'm picking Max. I think everybody should be picking Max. That's all I'm saying. And we don't even have all of Max Holloway's wins over here. He KO'd the Korean Zombie. Oh my God, bro. Who KOs the Korean Zombie except for Yair with getting the lucky elbow? This guy's built different, bro. Just punching up Calvin Kattar, Brian Ortega over 5 rounds, making them look like punching bags, man. This guy Max Bless Holloway throws the craziest back kicks, just outboxes you for a whole 25 minutes. He just makes it look like you don't belong with him in there. That's it, bro. That's all I gotta say. There's so much more I could say about Max Holloway, but I don't need to because it's already established, man. He is the greatest striker in the UFC right now. And if you have a problem with it, you can go meet Max about it and he'll point down to that cage and we'll see what happens. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in and I'll see you in the next one.